This is the uptime of Claude Code for the last 90 days. There are some days where you have quite a long time of outages, 4 hours, 9 minutes, 2 hours, 37 minutes. Most recently, 4 hours, 3 minutes, as well as nearly 3 hours of being out. Obviously, when you're coding and you're deep in work, all of a sudden when Claude stops working, you stop becoming productive because, let's be honest, none of us code anymore. So today I'm going to show you 2 scripts that I have installed to help you stay productive even if Claude Code is down. So I basically have 2 scripts that you can use if you want to stay more productive. The first one is if you have an additional subscription to another LLM. So I'm subscribed to both Claude Code, the $100 plan, as well as Codex. And so I've created a script called handoff.ts. So first I had a Claude instance where I'm just talking to Claude about creating this repo. So say that Claude goes down or even my usage gets used up. So pretend that my current session usage is at 100%. All I have to do is call npm run handoff. We'll take my Claude Code instance here, take all the conversation and basically hand it off to Codex, which uses GPT 5.5. So what happens behind the scenes is that it'll basically take this transcript that I have from Claude, so all this, and it will basically flatten the transcript. It'll look at the project directory that we're in, and then we'll try to find files called .jsonl, which should be your Claude Code instance. And it sorts it where we get the most recent instance. It just assumes that the latest Claude instance you're in is probably the instance that you want to continue. Once that happens, we start to flatten the transcript, which will read the conversation between the user, which is me, as well as the LLM or the assistant. And from there, it'll basically print out the statement of what the user said, what the assistant said, and then it will also summarize usage of tools where we actually print out the tool name as well as like tool result and some other stuff here. And as you can see, to kind of reduce noise in the actual transcript, some of the thinking blocks are intentionally dropped. Once that happens, we will stash the transcript on disk so the Codex can read it. And then from there, it'll essentially fire off an interactive Codex TUI where we have the instructions where we basically say that you're taking over this coding session with this transcript file, where the transcript file, which is the Claude resend / handoff.txt, will include our history where the Codex instance can read from. And so for this example, I'm going to fire off a new Claude instance, and I'm just going to add some context to it. So say like update the libraries for us in a more readable manner. Get rid of any unnecessary files. And so if we wanted to just hand this off, all I would do is call npm run handoff. Here is the handoff.txt where we can see that we flatten the transcript. So Claude here, user here, tool ran, which is bash, the results of the ran bash tool. So all of our transcript has now been flattened. We point Codex to this actual handoff.txt file, as well as tell it some instructions of just pick up the conversation. And from there, it basically picks up that package for us and then has actually gone and asked if we wanted to update our NPM proactively. So like this is very nice. So if you have 2 subscriptions, one for Claude and one for OpenAI, this is a really nice handoff tool where we can just pick off exactly where we were from Claude into Codex and start coding from Codex. So that is option number 1, which is a complete handoff from Claude to Codex. But let's do number 2, which I think most people are in, where instead of having 2 subscriptions to both Claude and Codex, you most likely have only 1 subscription to Claude. And all this script does is that if Claude is down, when I go back to my computer, which might be a couple hours later, I just get so frustrated just typing the word continue on every single instance that I had. So this is our resend.ts file where essentially Like it says, we are basically resending the message to Claude. So what happens is that essentially we will get the last user message from Claude using the same mechanism we got from getting our transcript in our handoff.ts file. So we're reading all the files and then we're basically getting the last user message. And so once we get the last user message, we'll essentially just start to ping Claude until it's reachable again. So essentially what that is that we'll create a make Claude runner, which starts up Claude, and then we'll continue to ping it till Claude comes back with 200 status. So in this code, we'll have like a max number of attempts that we want to reach. We start with a base delay ms, so 5 seconds, and then a max delay ms. But once that happens, so we'll ping it first, and then if it comes back as an outage or for some reason we can't reach Claude, it will increase the next delay ms exponentially. So first we'll ping it for 5 seconds. If it comes back as an outage, we will ping it exponentially. So 10 seconds, then 20 seconds, then 40 seconds, all the way up to the max delay milliseconds. Once we hit that max milliseconds, we'll continue to ping it over and over until Claude goes back online. So once that happens, once we know that Claude is up, it'll actually use that same runner that we made from Claude, and it will basically just resume the session. We'll send my real last message, then we'll have a healthy running Claude Code instance running in our terminal. So say that Claude is currently down and we want to continue the conversation when Claude comes back up. So basically we'll just run npm run resend, and then now it is pinging Claude. Since Claude is up right now and healthy, once it recognized that, it basically took my entire previous Claude session here and basically loaded the entire conversation back up and then sent my last message, which was how does resend.ts work, so I can describe this to you accurately. Just like that, it continued our conversation when Claude became healthy again. This will only go one message further. So like maybe like the last message should be a goal where you had to have a condition. And so when Claude does come back online, it will trigger the goal instance. And then from there, goal skill will fire off and recursively fire until the goal is complete. But then when Claude does come back online, it's not just one more additional call. And when you come back to your computer, your goal should be complete, and therefore much more code or whatever you're trying to accomplish should be done. So the last thing I wanted to say was that because I want these commands globally, I'm never going to be in this Claude resend watchdog folder all the time. So if I'm in another directory, I don't want to do all the directory digging where I have to like find Claude resend watchdog and then find the resend.ts. Like for me, I just want a simple way to find these two new scripts, resend as well as handoff. And so what I did was that in my ZSH config, I have handoff and resend aliased, where if I'm in a separate directory, so say I'm in coding and I want to call handoff, basically the script will run for me, will find the latest Claude Code instance that I have, and the script will now work anywhere on my computer. And so this is what I created. And I think it's honestly pretty powerful considering Claude Code has been down pretty frequently. So yeah, if you want to try this yourself, join my School community. I will have this repo published for you. Let me know what other like productivity hacks or just like kind of custom scripts you guys have. I'd be curious to learn more. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.